Chris Brooks, Todd, it's old. It's old, bro. That's an old subject. I can't answer. Look, I understand that we're at a point where it's you guys need to air your grievances, and there's a shitload of them. You know what I'm saying? Whether you didn't pay attention to the guards, you didn't get a backup quarterback, you didn't coach the team well, you didn't keep Chris Brooks, you didn't keep Matt Collins. It just goes on and on and on and on and on. You didn't even use Jonnu Smith the first month of the season after, thoroughly using him throughout the offseason and training camp and the preseason and like displaying like, okay, yeah, we're gonna include the tight end in the offense in the first month. The guy just completely, the goof that he is, just forgets it. There's a lot of grievances, folks. There's a lot of them. Tua, the stupidity of Tua, thinking that he can just, take on contact. Dumbass. There's a lot of grievances. But as I've told you now, time to move on, dude. You don't like Chris Greer. You don't like Marvin Allen. You don't like Reggie McKenzie. You don't like Mike McDaniel. You don't like Tua. You don't like Ross. They're all here, dude. So I get it. Grievances are just going to continue to be aired, and you're all frustrated, and so am I. You think I want Mike McDaniel here? No, not at all. I think Mike McDaniel is incredibly incompetent. I think he proves it every single week. But we're stuck with him. Danny Crossman. It took him 3 fucking years to get rid of Danny Crossman. It's like, really? Did you need that long? No, but you had to take so long to get rid of Danny Crossman. Grievances are, Brooklyn Rob, Mr. Suey, by the way, who's killing it with Suey. He sends me a DM. 30 years of misery. How did we get here? I started rooting for the team back in 94, ticket holder for 6 years. As I examine the seasons over 30 years, the coaches, the players, Jimmy versus Marino, Wani using up Ricky Williams, Jake Long on special teams, Bullygate, Philbin field cleaning, Coach Cocaine Break, Ted Ginn, Mike Wallace, Sue, Brandon Marshall, Chad Johnson. How about all the missed draft picks? All the bad free agent signings? I would love to do a show just outlining all the suffering, why fans stay loyal. If you broke down every season for the past 30 years, you would be shocked at the mismanagement and the bad luck this team has had for 30 years. Damn, even the Jets went to back-to-back AFC championship games. If you ever want to do a show diving deep into all of that has gone wrong. And you just went 30 years. You didn't go deeper. You didn't talk about the early days against the Bills in the 90s where you're getting trashed. You didn't talk about when we finally get to the Super Bowl with Marino, we didn't even belong there with San Francisco. You didn't talk about the year after that you beat Chicago because, the sun shines on every dog's ass. And then when you have a chance to go, meet Chicago in the Super Bowl to prove that win wasn't a fluke, you choke like a fucking dog against the Patriots, and you 4 fumbles that day, I think it is. What about after you get through, Shula does a terrific job of managing the regular season, getting through the strike season in 82. And when you finally get to the Super Bowl, you prove that you didn't even belong in the Super Bowl. Riggins is running all over you. You got Bo Camper getting the ball snatched away from Joe Theismann, a quarterback taking it away from a big old lineman. That's so Dolphins right there. That's so Dolphins right there. Yeah. You left out the 10 years before. It's really 40. You know, when Brooklyn, but it's 30 for him. But, you know, I can add another 10 years of misery, mismanagement, David Overstreet, you name it, Sammy Smith, Eric Kumaro. I mean, I can just go on and on and on and on and on. It's like, let's not forget, like, that's the thing that I laugh at people that think that this has just been going on now. See, Brooklyn Rob says 30, and I say 40. It's 40 years of mismanagement, stupid decisions, Robin Senline for Anthony Carter, you know, all the stupid shit that went on under Shula in the second half of his run. He did a lot. He was a great coach, but he did so much stupid shit to set himself back. Because our line was Shula, the general manager, is hurting Shula, the head coach. Because we knew his general managing sucked. We knew he was a great coach, but he just could not manage the game, manage the sport anymore. And then when the cap came in towards the back end, that was really a killer for the old man. So it's 40 years of mismanagement, of bad decisions, of constantly screwing up. And this is our lives. So grievances is something, you know, what am I going to do? So we got to move forward. We got no choice. We got no choice. If we just sit here and dwell on the past, it's a nightmare, dude. It's depressing. So I got to move forward. All right. Yeah, I'm not happy with McDaniel. All right, let's see what these guys do now. And I'm just going to judge them again, what they do from here on out. What am I going to do, dude? You know? Didn't I want X traded after the 10 interceptions? Did I get that? No. I got a lot of grief from you guys. Now I don't get the grief anymore because I was right. So think about this. The team screws up. I get grief from the team screwing up and not trading him to get picks. But then I get double the grief from you guys because I'm the asshole that says, oh, you're such a dick, dude. X just had 10 interceptions. How do you want to trade him? Tyreek just had back-to-back 1,700-yard seasons. Why would you want to, move on from him after this season? You know what I mean? So we all have frustrations. That's why I did the rant the other day, and I'm pretty sure, did you make a video of it that the Heat are going down the Dolphins road, Sean? Because the last 10 years of the Miami Heat are the last 10 years of Shula. So I really want the Heat to kind of like figure your shit out, dude. I've seen where you're going. You're going down the path of the Dolphins. Because that's Pat Riley the last 10 years. It's Shula losing it. Sorry, gotta say what I gotta say it. You know what I'm saying? I tell you all the time, it's not fun getting old. Your body breaks down. You know, you just you can't do the things you used to do. You know, all that kind of stuff. But the only thing that you do have that you gain is perspective and experience. And when you see something that you've seen before, it triggers because you have the experiences. And when I'm watching the last 10 years of the Heat, it's part of the 40 years of the Dolphins. I'm just telling you. And anybody that's lived the 40 years of the Dolphins, they lived the last 10 years of the Heat, they're going to go, oh, shit, he's right. Yeah, it's kind of like, the person leading your team is kind of lost touch. Yes, sir.
It was on December 23rd. It's titled, "The Miami Heat Are Turning Into the Miami Dolphins."
There you go. Thank you. December 23rd. So grievances are there, man. We have no choice. Got to move on. So let's just talk about what they're doing moving forward. And if we like what they do moving forward, and we'll talk about that. But grievances, man, there's 40 years of pain from this dude right here. 40 years. So there's your answer, Todd Victor.